Rice is pretty much a staple of the Taco Bell menu, and I'm going to show you how to make great rice from scratch. You don't have to grow your own rice. You can just buy the big sack of rice, but everything else is super easy and super fast. This only takes a couple of minutes. You really don't need to use that box of Mexican rice thing. If you want to, that's perfectly fine, but this is just as easy and it turns out way better. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It only takes a couple of minutes, so let's go do it. Making this rice really couldn't be too much more simple than this. We're going to take about a tablespoon and a half of butter. We're going to take a cup of extra long grain rice. I'm not sure how they measure the length of the grain, but they say it's long grain. I'll take their word for it. Now we're going to mix this up. We're going to toast this over a medium-high-ish heat. You do not want to burn this. The only thing you can do wrong to this, basically, is burning the rice at this point. We're putting our spices in here. I will put the thing up on the screen right now, and I will have it in the description below. But basically, put that in here while we're toasting this. It adds the flavors to everything. We're going to put a spoonful of tomato paste in here while we're toasting this. This recipe right here is the perfect example of mise en place. If you don't know what that is, that just means everything in its place. So you have to have everything ready. You cannot walk away from this while it's doing it. Don't think that you can, get the spices out or get the tomato paste out or get the chicken stock out or anything else, because everything has to be at hand or you will burn the rice. It's the only thing you can do wrong to this. Never leave it alone. Never stop moving it. We got 2 cups of chicken stock that are going into this right now. We're just going to bring this back to a boil and let this simmer, but we're going to mix it up really good. The tomato paste is going to want to, definitely going to want to mix that up in here. You don't want a clump of tomato paste when you're trying to eat your rice later. But this is a very mild flavor. This isn't too crazy. There are different recipes that are much better, but this is the Taco Bell recipe. So we brought this to a simmer. Now we're going to turn the heat all the way down to the bottom. We are going to put a lid on this that fits very well, and we're going to set it for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're just going to sample this. Do not break up the rice too much. Just look to see if there's moisture in there still. There isn't on this one, and you taste it. If it's still crunchy, you can add a little bit more chicken stock. It was perfect, so you let it rest off the heat for 10 minutes, and you have made perfect rice. Look how flaky and wonderful this is. This isn't clumpy. It's not sticky. It's not burnt. This is how you make great rice. There are ways to mess this up, but if you follow these rules and these steps, it works, and you get rice that looks just like that. Rolling. And that is how you make the perfect rice. Seriously, it's pretty simple, isn't it? Come on, you can do that. If you want to use the box of rice, the Mexican rice, go for it. Probably get the one that doesn't require a whole can of tomatoes, because that's not the right kind of recipe for this. You know what I'm talking about. So read the back of the box. As long as it just calls for water and butter, then you're set. But yeah, this is the rice. That's it right there. Look at that giant thing of rice out of 1 cup of rice. And again, use the long grain rice. Not not minute rice or Uncle Ben's converted rice, that sort of thing. This has to be like real rice you're starting with. And that's what you end up with. And it's amazing. I'm going to get a spoon and taste that. I just happen to have one right here that I went and got and then edited that part out. This, just on its own, that's so tasty. That was awesome. And super easy to make, as you saw. So go make the rice. All right. That's how you make the rice. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to check out my Taco Bell Copycat playlist to see all the rest of my videos.